The ministry just concluded its tour on the World Tourism Day. So, why is it important to commemorate the World Tourism Day?
The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and its agencies, the National Tourist Board and the Monuments and Relics Commission, together with our partners and well-wishers, we've joined the global tourism community in commemorating the United Nations World Tourism Day. The commemoration of World Tourism Day is a day that seeks to raise awareness about tourism and highlight its importance towards the economic, social, cultural, and political importance to nations. The theme for this year is tourism and peace. It was no mistake that the global tourism stakeholders decided to use tourism and peace because of the growing conflicts in our world today. We all know what is happening in the Middle East and some parts of our region, Africa. There are a lot of conflict gathered to share idea and discuss around ways to put an end to most of these conflicts that are happening around the world. Because we all know that with conflict, there will be no tourism. Hence, it was important for them to have tourism and peace as the theme for this year. For us here in Sierra Leone, the theme resonated very well with our own situation here. You know, we've experienced conflicts or the devastating effects of conflicts on our country for far too long, and tremendous gains have been made, especially in the reshaping of the tourism sector. And we will not want a situation where we have conflict that will hinder all what we built. So that was why we decided to celebrate this thing.
What does this mean for us having this global recognition as a country?
Well, it means a lot. We all know before now our country was plagued with negativity. When we talk about our country, what comes to mind is Ebola, mudslide. Recently, we have COVID, and most of other negative issues. But now, if you go to the internet and search Sierra Leone, you will see positive stories about Sierra Leone. We are making inroads both in other sectors in foreign affairs and especially our own sector, because now in all tourism engagements, global engagements, the Ministry of Tourism of Sierra Leone is highly featured because our minister, Madam Nabila Farida Tunis, is the global person for women in tourism. So that means a lot. That tells you that Sierra Leone is now a force to reckon with in terms of international tourism. You know, we have what it takes to like be that kind of tourism destination that tourists will always want to come. But what has been lacking over the years is how we can harness those potential and try to lure more tourists to come to this country. But we are on that path, and significant progress has been made, and going further, I'm sure more people will be coming to this country.
Speaking of your community engagement with communities, how can communities ensure the sustain this tourism that can benefit them?
Well, before the celebration of the World Tourism Day, we had a tour to the provinces during our partner and promote month of the Tourism for All campaign. As you rightly stated in your intro, the Tourism for All campaign is our flagship program for this year. So in the month of August, we embarked on a regional engagement with pertinent stakeholders on the how they should look at their assets, how they should build on it, and how we will help them to harness it in order for those assets to benefit them. So for the communities, it's very important for the ministry to be having constant engagement with them, because as I earlier stated, most of those communities, especially in the rural areas, that's where you find most of our prime touristic assets. Like for instance, if you go to Bo, you have Bush Garden, Kenema, you will find the Cambo Hills, you have Gula Rainforest. Also in the south, you have Tiwai Island. So it's all of those attractions that tourists always want to come and see. It's always relics to ensure that they are up there. Where we have issue, we work with our partners to ensure that we get them up to speed. As far as the collaboration is concerned, it's very cordial, and we have a very cordial relationship with our agencies, and even in our international engagements, we do um, normally go to international trade show, trade fairs. We That one is done in collaboration with the ministry and the board to like sell Sierra Leone to the international community, and that one has yielded us dividend, because now we having a situation where the international magazines, international media houses are featuring Sierra Leone